Hello world, I'm Zenit, and today we're hacking the paper challenge from Hackthebox. Now, so far I've only seen a couple of things, namely it has WordPress, it's a CMS exploit using a local file inclusion, and it is an official CVE, so this shouldn't be a very hard challenge. With that out of the way, let's do a quick scan. The scan is over for you, it went like 1 second. And now we have a couple of ports that are open, namely the 22, 80 and 443, which means that we have a website running on this thing. So we have an HTTP server test page. This page is used to test the proper operation of HTTP server after it has been blah 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 powered by CentOS. So we know that it should be a CentOS machine. We're not sure yet, but we can make an educated guess. We have a guide. So first of all, powered by Apache. So this will be an Apache web server, but it could also run on Nginx. So apparently we can run it on Apache and Nginx. So we have to dig deeper into that. Now this is on port 80. Let's take a look at what's on port 443. So we don't know the issuer, but that's not a problem. We have this again the same page. So this means that we first have to find out where the hell this WordPress site actually is. Let's try wp admin. This doesn't give us anything, so we have to sadly accept the fact that this site doesn't run on WordPress. However, we haven't gotten much out of it. Maybe we can get a host name. No host name has been leaked here, but let's just do the same thing with burp. Now, so far we haven't gathered any important things about the host, like the host name. That would be fun to find out what the host name is actually called, so we could in theory fuzz all the subdomains, but for now we have to work with this one. Just by visiting the website we don't get a lot of information, so let's gather some more information. First of all, let's fuzz some directories. I hope this works as intended. So let's take a look at what we find over here. Most of those are 404s, not really interesting to us right now. So maybe we get some more information down the line. Nope, we didn't find any subdirectories with that word list. But maybe we can find something more with nmap, so we know our open ports. What do we have? The initial scan nmap. So let's run a more thorough scan of this host for the particular ports that we found to be open. Let's check for some vulnerabilities. Maybe we can detect something that we can't see with our own eyes right now, because as well I can't seem to find anything particularly showing me where what is on this host. So let's hope for the best with nmap. While this one is running, we can of course search for wp-login.php and we can't find anything. Looks like there is a ton of CVEs for these Apache servers. So now I figured out it's an Apache server. We haven't any like default found XSS and CSRF, but we found the server number, we found the server type and version, which gives us a ton of exploits to run, and also potentially interesting folder with directory listing and potentially interesting folder. Alright, so let's go to these two folders, one of which is the icons, and I guess that was a lie. Maybe it's only available via HTTP. Nope, icons. Alright, okay, we have a directory listing. Oh, and we have a ton of things. Okay, but I think so far it's only icons and images provided by Apache themselves. Can we go back to the parent directory? No, this leads us back here. Again, it leads us back here. Or maybe if we go to back, we can see something interesting. No, we can't. So nothing interesting for us. Let's go to the manual directory, manual. And here we have the Apache server default site that pops up. So we have everything in here. So we have, yeah, it looks like we've got everything in here. the rewrite. Maybe we have to exploit something with the rewrite. I'm not sure right now, as I haven't even found the host name. We didn't find any virtual hosts with this one, so maybe we have to run. So let's run a quick Nikto scan to check out if we find something else in here. Not sure what we want to find. Maybe this is a way to find, oh, okay, uncommon header X backend server. So why didn't we see this header in our burp instance? That's weird. We should have seen that. Oh, okay, here it is. Office paper. This seems to be the backend server name. Let's actually skip this scan and edit our host file to office.paper. I'm correct, it's office.paper. Let's close up Vim. Let's actually go to office.paper. It doesn't look more interesting than it did before. But maybe now we can do the WP login PHP. File not found. Okay. Does it find it on port 80? Oh, it looks like it found it on port 80. So we have found our WordPress installation. I mean, it's we got this hint that it has a WordPress installation, so that's why I was so keen on finding it. Not sure if I knew what to look for if I didn't have that tip in the beginning, but that's how it goes sometimes. What we have now is we could try to brute force it. We could try to find out what version it is. Back to Blonder Tiflin. I wonder what they're ripping off. Blonder Tiflin, the best paper company in the Electric City, Scranton. Prison Mike.
The worst thing about prison was the Dementors.
For those of you that don't get this, these are the Office references, and Prison Mike is one of Mike's characters. What did he write? This is the first post on the official Blonder, blah blah. All of my friends are added to this blog. Okay. Then the secret of his success, which is an extremely important thing.
Don't ever, for any reason, do anything to anyone.
Make sure to check it out. We have a comment. Was this also by... No, this was by Nick. Michael, you should remove the secret content from your drafts ASAP. Secret content from your drafts. Okay, so apparently there are some drafts with some secrets. And there is Creed thoughts. No, sadly it doesn't work. So do we have... There's something called WScan. Okay, WP scan. This sounds like the thing that we would want to. So let's go with this. I've never used this tool. WP scan -- help. Gosh, this is a huge help. WP scan URL. Okay, WScan -- URL is office.paper. Okay, here we have no WScan API token given. You can get a free... Okay, so let's go to this. Let's go create a token. All these forms are asking me if I'm human, or at least if I'm not a robot. Let's do a quick registration. Let's go with the get started. I'm gonna cut the part where you see the token and I've exported it. So now let's just run this WScan again with the URL being office.paper. And how can I supply the token? -- URL office.paper API token is token, and now it should work. I hope this works out. And oh, okay, crazy, we've already found a couple of vulnerabilities, so it seems like the token did exactly what it promised me that it would do. Sorry for my lag over here. Prototype pollution in jQuery, super admin object injection in multi-sites. We have SQL injection via meta query. This sounds pretty interesting. What do we have? Author plus stored XSS via posts logs. Okay, this sounds interesting again. SQL injection via WP query. So can we actually, or one, what happens if we do this? Okay, so this returns something. Not sure what is our query. Okay, this weird thing above. Plugin confusion, expired certificate. We don't care about the certificates. Authenticated password protected pages exposure. Well, this sounds nice. We can upload a stored XSS via theme upload, authenticated XSS via media files, XSS in block editor. There's XSS everywhere. Unauthenticated users view private post. Okay, the secret of my success. And it's only 2-year-old, this version, and it already has so many vulnerabilities. That's crazy. Make sure to update your WordPress installations. 32 vulnerabilities identified. Alright, so let's see if we find an exploit where we can disclose the private pages, because I saw something about private pages in one of the comments. So let's actually check out that one. Let's look in here. Maybe we find something like that over here. Password. Here we have something. Viewing unauthenticated password and private posts. But do we have that vulnerability? First of all, yes, we have version. Yes, this one, unauthenticated view private. Okay, it's worded a bit differently over here, but I guess we can go with this one. And so far we know that adding $static equals 1 to a WordPress server should leak its secret content. Okay, so just a WordPress and then static 1. That's pretty fatal if you ask me, but let's go with this one. Let's paste it in here. And God, Michael, please remove the secret drafts for God's sake. Okay, warning for Michael. Michael, you have to stop putting secrets in the draft. It's a huge security issue and you have to stop doing it. Nick. Threat level midnight.
Ladies and gentlemen, threat level midnight.
Oh man, I wish it wasn't copyright protected. Then I could show you a bit of threat level midnight right here. Michael Scorn, secret registration URL of new employee chat system. This sounds interesting. Chat office paper. Okay, you know what? Let's add a new entry to our hosts. I hope it's on the same IP. So let's go to this one. And we have a chat system. And chat systems are always perfect because you can upload malware there. RocketChat. I did a CVE deep dive for SSD secure disclosure, and it was about a RCE, a client-side remote code execution attack. Maybe we can use that one. So my name is gonna be Zenit. Boom, we registered. This is my username. And now I'm in the chat. Welcome to RocketChat. Let's go home. We don't have any chats in here. Search. We have Dwight. Hello, Dwight. Oops, I mistyped his name. There's something in general. Zenit has joined the channel. Why waste time, say lot word when few words do trick? That's the big question from the philosophers of nowadays. We have Mike, Prism Mike, no God no, please no. Recyclops!
Recyclops destroy!
I was just watching The Office before recording this episode, so it's all in my head. Hello, I am Recyclops, a bot assigned by Dwight. How to use me, small talk. You can ask me how Dwight's weekend was. Can I write to Recyclops? Where are you, Recyclops? Boom. Chat with Recyclops and then send him a message. It doesn't seem to work. Adding up. Why don't I get... Okay, I think I killed the server by trying to respond. Is the machine still up? Yes, it looks like the machine is alright. The website, is the website still available? Oh, it loads forever. That's not a good sign. Did my machine crash? Did I crash it? I just asked Cyclops how his weekend was. Why does everything crash? Not the way I intended to crash it, but I think I just broke the website. Let me refresh it. It seems that Recyclops, in his quest to clean the world and destroy the humans, has started with this server for some reason. What?
Recyclops destroy!
Alright, after some network issues with the Hackthebox machines, it looks like it's finally working again. So let's go back to the chat. Let's send him this message. Or maybe just how was your weekend? You can issue the help. Okay, let's run the help. And okay. And now the following two features are for those boneheads who still don't know how to use SCP. I'm looking at you, Kevin. All right, perfect. Thanks to Kevin, we have these features down here. Joke. Okay, so let's try this one. Maybe we can get a joke out of Recyclops because it helped him achieve his monthly targets. Stop the silly jokes and get back to words. Blah blah blah. Let's try Recyclops list sale. And it looks like we get some directories. Okay, we have portfolio. What do we have? Time. Okay, it's operating on a different time than I am. So right here you can see it's 3:30. Down here it's almost 2:30. And his time is almost 10:30. So something is wonky with the time. But nevertheless, let's take a look at what other commands we have. We have file. Okay, file sale / portfolio.txt. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do a list / fetching. Okay, this looks weird. List sale _2 and then file sale _2 portfolio.txt. Okay, so can we list the parent directory of /? Yes, we can. Okay, so it looks like we were in the home of this bot, right? We have a bot restart command. Let's list the parent directory of that, so we get the user home. The only user that is on this machine is Dwight, so let's take a look at what's outside, and we are on the file system. That's pretty nice. So it means we could actually read the entire code, but I still have no idea if this is just a honeypot to play around with. Maybe let's take a closer look at this whobot thing. So let's list /whobot. This looks like it's the directory of the bot, and maybe let's check the script. Now this looks interesting. So first of all, we have this one, Dwight.js, example.js, files, help, list of run smalltalk version Y, which looks like those are the commands that it can run. Now run sounds suspiciously like running commands. So with that out of the way, let's take a quick look at what this run.js contains. And it does look whobot run command runs a command on whobot host. Interesting. So we can get a reverse shell, right? let's do a quick check. Run ls. Great. Okay, we can run Linux commands. Run who am I? Dwight. Okay, this looks like it's gonna work. Run. Let's start a listener over here. lvnp and 1337 because we're cool like that. And then let's run a bash shell dev tcp and then the IP 10.10.14.3.8 and then the port and then 0. Where is the ampersand? Here. Boom. We got a reverse shell pretty fast actually via this chat. So this looks great. In Fury, let's clear this up. Okay, no term set, term ls. What do we have in here? Okay, ls -l. Okay, I broke it. Let's actually run pwncat because it's just a cleaner way to do these things. Port 1337. Welcome to pwncat. And now let's just run this command again to connect to our pwncat. Oh no, did I break it again? Sessions. So we have one session. Perfect. All right. Okay. We are on the host and we now have a nicer shell. Oh, LL works. That's pretty cool. So we have a couple of things in here. And here we have the user.txt. So let's get this one. Now that we've submitted the user flag, all we have to do is look for the root flag. And let's actually exit from here. this was a stupid command. Let's run this again. Okay, let's look at help, and here we have escalate. Let's run this escalate command, which is escalate run. And now we let Polecat do the work for us. Fantastic, no escalation path found. So let's go back into the shell. Let's clear this one up. Let's go into our home. And what was the file called? Lin piece or something like that. So, and let's open a new tab. Open tab. Let's download this one to our local instance. Now we have Lin piece officially locally, so let's do an upload lin piece sh, and we've uploaded it. So let's go back to our shell. Where do we have it? In here. Let's run lin piece. All right, chmod plus x lin piece, and now we can run lin piece, and now we can probably find a way to exploit this machine and do some privilege escalation and finally become root. So it found that it's vulnerable to this one. So let's actually check out what this CVE is. Toolkit privilege escalation. This sounds interesting. What do we do? This is a POC. So we're maybe not too interested in how it works. We just want to run it. There's MySQL, there's a MongoDB. What the hell is what's running all on this? So the last logon was a couple of while ago. We are the only ones that are logged in. There is only root as super user. We need a password to become root. But I saw a password before over here. So we have the password Queen of Blades. Maybe they suffer from password reuse, so we could try that. Let's do a sudo. Dwight is not in the sudoers file. How? Why? That's outrageous. Dwight has to be in the sudoers file. I bet that would be his wish. Anyways, on to this one. So let's go to the raw file, to the raw file, and do a wget boom in here. Okay, Control D. And now we want to upload this POC. This is taking forever. Now this Polecat seems pretty buggy. Last time I used it, it wasn't this buggy, but now I don't know why it just hangs all the time. So let's start it again. Let's get this one in here again. Now we are in there. Let's go back to this one. Let's go in here. This one, let's just run a Python server on 338, and then we can just wget it installed. Okay, wget http / what's our IP 10.10.14 10.10.14 38 1338, and we want the poc.sh. Let's hope this works. We have the poc.sh. Let's add this X to the POC and let's run this poc.sh. All right. So, okay. So it says usually multiple attempts are required. So let's just run this again until it says that it worked. Su seknigma, and it looks like it's working. Okay, I'm just seknigma. Oh, and seknigma was a root user in the sudoers file. I am root, and I can cat root, and we have the password. We can submit the flag in here. Let's do a medium one for this one, because essentially we already had the shell access. So basically all we need to do is find out with something like lin piece how we can exploit this. We did that. We found the CVE. We run a POC of the CVE. The POC told us that it has to run a couple of times, and then once you see the su seknigma, you can run a shell as su seknigma, and then you can just sudo into a shell, and now we are root on this machine. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll tune in the next episode. Bye bye.